Phones, computers and other gadgets. The world produces over 50 million tons of e-waste each year, according to the United Nations Environment Programme. That's forecast to reach 75 million tons, while only 17% is currently recycled. At the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, activists are making their voices heard, saying pledges are not enough.
The commitment to net zero until 2050 is not enough and it's not realistic at all. And the tech industry needs to change their policies and practices immediately.
The industry says things are changing. Some companies are designing phones that are easier to repair and making single components such as the camera upgradable without changing the phone. Industry leaders say they are taking notice.
Actually, we see quite a number of our members have got targets that are faster than 2050. So there is something called the European Green Digital Coalition, and a number of our European members are members of the European Green Digital Coalition. They actually have targets that are at least 2040.
To achieve net zero in an industry where most of the environmental damage is already done before the consumer even opens the packaging is a huge challenge. Precious metals and materials like gold and lithium need to be mined to continually mass produce these devices year on year. One area that may help reduce the carbon footprint is rising demand for cheaper reconditioned phones. Europe's used phone market is set to double in size by 2030 to over $14 billion. Companies like Janado in Germany say consumer habits have changed, but recycling efforts are often hampered by manufacturers.
We hope in the future that the big brands make it easier to recycle like small items of the smartphone, because at the moment they just use glue for the screws, and it makes it really difficult just to open the phones and to recycle them.
Mobile manufacturers insist they are looking towards a more sustainable economy across all sectors. But in an industry that still produces over 1.3 billion devices a year, there is still a long way to go.